Hey everybody, welcome to Comics Covered. I'm John, CEO of CovrPrice, and this is my friend and co-founder, Matt DeVoe, who's also the CCO of CovrPrice.
What up, folks?
If you are not, if you don't know what your entire collection's worth, you're probably not using CovrPrice. If you don't know every single FOC and new release that's come out this week and then are able to sort it by what they're actually selling for at your comic book shop, you're probably not using CovrPrice. If you don't know what's happening in the marketplace, well, you might be on Instagram and you probably do know, but you could be using CovrPrice and know even more. So if you haven't signed up for a free trial, please do so. Give it a shot. You'll like it.
If you're not paying attention to comics, then you're probably paying attention to all the political.
You're probably on the wrong channel.
You're probably paying attention to the other stuff happening in the world.
Don't do that. That's a big mistake.
Comics are our escape. We'll focus on comics. Comics is a safe place, right?
It's a safe place. It's a happy place, usually, and not always. There could be days.
That's
So,
right.
but I will say this. So those of you who are following closely, we just did a huge update on our website. The site was down from Sunday to Monday for a planned scheduled maintenance, where we finally reattached a brand new back end servers and all.
We have an app now?
What's that?
We have an app now?
We do not have an app now, but that's a great point, Matt. This definitely
lays get in front of it before people start asking. So
yeah, I think you caused it, dude. But the site should be snappier. There should be, and there's still some bugs we're working out. Our team's working literally around the clock, making sure
it's snappy with little landmines.
Snappy with landmines. It's a sassy site now. It's got a little attitude to it at times.
Right.
But
he knows the struggle.
Who does, JD?
Sending us messages of the things that are not working, which is appreciated, JD. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it helps. And that's the stuff that our team's dedicated for the next month, just to make sure that these things get all stability is reached. But everything seems good overall, and so that's good. But
what's that?
I was gonna say, but this is cool because this literally gives us the foundation to move at a much faster pace moving forward, and that's what
future updates, right?
Yeah, future updates. Once we get through this fixing and making sure everything's working and connected phase, which by the way we tested for over 6 months and made we did everything we could to make sure everything was working, and of course it always things fall through the cracks, I guess. Yeah. When it's a massive site.
I told Left House you're having some issues the day after. He's like, "Did you put this into testing?" I was like, "Yes." Yes.
So much testing. So much testing.
Goodness.
Yeah, so that's the way it is. But thanks for thinking we're amateurs. That's fun.
Yep. Oh yes, it's still acting weird. So there's little things, like I said, there's little landmines. There might be a random title you go to and you'll get an error message. So a lot of these things are known and they're being corrected. And we had a lot of things even with some of our content pages. So if things look a little different, feel a little different, if your value suddenly plummeted by thousands of dollars, believe it's all going to be fixed. It's so it's okay. Okay.
And yeah, it's all going to be fixed very soon. Literally everybody, all of our developers are working on only that. So because of course that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, why are we here today, Matt? What are we talking about?
Well, we didn't do a show last week, so we're here to do it this week. That's pretty much
that's where we're at. Yeah, apologies for last week, but super busy with the launch and trying to get
and we want to get back to doing interviews again, which we will. So those shows do better because obviously you're not here for us, you're here for better people and a lot more fun people to see. So
fun, Matt.
For sure. It's funny. Everyone was like, I was wondering about that. What's going on? But you were nice enough to just accept it.
Well, we put out an email. We put a warning on the site. We tried to communicate it as best as possible. I have yet to crack a way to actually reach every single one of our members and let them know stuff. I mean, email, maybe SMS in the future, but when we have an app, we'll be able to do alerts and all that. But as Matt alluded to, we are getting closer to the app getting started, and this is literally the framework that allows us to do it. If you're in the tech space, you'll understand, but we created a headless website that now it's all completely API driven, and What the heck was that? I heard like a snake hiss.
do we have that soundbite? A snake hiss soundbite?
Maybe. Anyway, my house just might be a little haunted. We'll see.
Maybe
We'll see how this goes. If you see stuff, I heard something fall off the shelf the other day, and I'm like, that was not an earthquake. So,
ghosts.
Snake hiss and ghosts, which is a good thing. Anyway, so yeah, today we're going to talk about the most valuable modern variants. Why are we talking about this, Matt?
Well, I needed an idea for the show. Is part one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was watching the House of Stein show channel. He does their top version of the top 10 every week. Ben Steininger is a long friend of mine and of the channel, of course, and so I always enjoy watching him and McClay going through the top 10, and usually Yeezy's on there too. So it's kind of fun to just watch. And as they were going through that, they mentioned this thing that I wrote once upon a time for one. It was for G Plus at one point when that existed, and then it was on CBSI.
Maybe explain a little bit of that history, because this is before CovrPrice, before, like, when you were just collecting and getting into it. Can you kind of get into what that whole was? Because I always think that's interesting, because that's like old school comic, the formation of what like modern collecting and speculation kind of is, I think.
Yeah, it's, it goes back to when G Plus was starting to get popular. It wasn't the best platform for social media, which I think it was kind of designed to do. But there was a gentleman by the name of Trey Kenyon. He started this comic book and speculation channel, and it was just this one little, like, I don't know, it was I don't even know if you would call it a channel, but it was like a group, I guess a group, and it was comic book speculation and invest. And it was kind of like, I think I was number 50 in there. But a lot of people, if you feel like a lot of people know each other in the YouTube comic book space, and even in the comic book space, a lot of the people came from this G Plus group. And a lot of people, I'm sure a lot of you watching were probably part of that G Plus group back in the day. And if you didn't, you missed out, because it was a lot of fun. It was basically like a more easy breezy version of Discord, where you could share your hauls, and then you could share posts, and it was just basically a better forum. I think a lot of people started in the CGC forums back in the day, and then they kind of migrated to this G Plus channel, and there was a whole bunch of different ones.
And this is like what, 2016?
This was 2013, 2012. No, probably even long. Yeah, it was probably 2011, 2012. So a lot of it's like, if you watch Big Leg on Brian McClay's show, and Brian McClay, and you have Ben Steininger, there's so many of us scattered about that kind of were big into that space, and a lot of us just kind of, it was just nice to have a less volatile. It kind of became
yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if that meant work.
With everyone kicking people out and stuff, but for the most part, it was a kind of a fun place to kind of just share comic book stuff. And I mean, this was before it was popular on YouTube to kind of do comic book talking head channels, and so this was kind of the only place you could do it. And this was back when people were speculating on Spider-Gwen, and
I mean, this is before all of the modern sites that everyone's using now, like all of the collecting sites, all of the price guide sites, all of that stuff. Maybe like CLZ was probably around still at that time.
I credit that group specifically with the boom of cover focused collectors. This was literally, at this time, it would be as simple as, hey, have you seen this art trim guy before? And it was like sharing his Batman or Batgirl 12 cover, which is Stephanie Brown, the spoiler Batgirl cover, where she's all kind of battered and bruised. And people were like, oh, that's awesome. Then they go seeking out that cover. And then they go over, then it just spread out to like all of Art Trim's covers. And then all of a sudden it was popular. Same thing happened with Perillo. Same thing happened with Delato. So I was like, there was this big boom of artist focused pickups, and then it was obviously clearly heavily on speculation, because we were at basically the forefront of the MCU. Like it was like the MCU was like 2 years old, years old.
Aside from smaller homegrown stuff, like there wasn't really anything organized like that at that time in the space, or was there?
Just really just for
digitally. I mean, not online and stuff. You know, I'm sure there's like Overstreet and people who are like
online. It was just the CGC forums was like the only place, but that was really volatile. There was literally a specific couple people that were in that would just, you know, if there was a speculation channel, it would blow up by the next day, and meaning the whole forum would get deleted, and then people would start again. I haven't been on there in quite a while. I think it's a little bit better than it was.
You don't strike me. I know I've known you so freaking long. You've never been a volatile person. So I wonder how did you handle all the like, and we do that with CovrPrice. Like we're not like throwing shade. We could, but we don't.
It would be as simple as, hey, this is a cool book. This is the first appearance of this character. And then, you know, someone would be like, modern books are dumb. Don't buy modern books. And then it was like, hey, we're buying what we like. And then it turns into a whole fight. And then someone says something dumb that's offensive. And then the whole thing would get taken down. So it was just how it literally happened on a daily occurrence. So yeah.
I was gonna say that is so funny because I was engaging with somebody in the comics channel on Reddit, and they said something that was incorrect, and someone said something like, why, not even incorrect, they were like, why is this? And I was like, oh, well, actually, and I didn't say we're from CovrPrice. I didn't say, I just came in my personal thing, and I said something that was factual and true. And this guy was like, I bet you buy Bitcoin. I bet you're a crypto bro. And I was like, for what? They're like, you know, it was just explaining, like, I think it was I forget now, but it was so funny how enraged you can get from some random person just like king of the hilling and saying like, I know more than you. And you're like, good. I'm not
like, you know, this is the internet, right? Like this is every space is volatile. You can be volatile. Gabe said, was it as bad as the Newsarama board days? I don't think I was a part of that back. I don't think I ever joined the Newsarama chat. I probably didn't even know about it. But
was that the same time, Gabe? Was that like 2012?
I would probably say that was because I was probably on the CGC forums a lot from 2003 to 2011-ish. But that was kind of the fun way. I mean, a lot of it was like, have you seen this cover before? And you know, those were popular for like, you know, things back then. And a lot of people would trade things. I think I remember buying things on the forum, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it kind of just evolved. Anyways, it's a long story. Basically, then I did when CBSI the site kind of grew from that. I wrote for it for a very long time. I did a Day After Wednesday article, which we do on our site now, brought over here. But I did like a top 100 most valuable variants. And so they referenced that article. I did it twice on there. And it took, I mean, we didn't have a site like us kind of sort, you know, do the
CovrPrice to make Matt's life easier to write content. It's basically the whole point.
It was like manual research, a giant Excel sheet where we're tracking this stuff down. And so I kind of did a whole write-up, and it was a pretty big article at the time. It was probably the most viewed article at the time. It might not be anymore. But on the show on the show with McClay and Ben, he had mentioned that, or they both mentioned, sorry, House of Stein, they both mentioned that it'd be nice to do this again. And I was like, we already have that. So if you like bring it up, like if people click on, we'll show you how to do this, how you can see the most valuable variants in the market. And because it's interesting how a lot of people don't know some of the features that are there, because a lot of them are just they aren't super obvious. And I will admit that this section probably wasn't the best updated one for a very long time, so we probably trained you to not look. But you know,
it's our fault you don't know how to use our website,
right? But if you click on top variants at the top right there.
Okay, so top variants right here at the right. See, all of these are content. All of these lead to lists and articles and fun things.
Every one of those things do something.
And they do something.
and I mean that's where the movers and the shakers are, which are my favorite. I check every day. So this will automatically drop you into the top trending ones. So a lot of the times it'll be whatever the most current hottest book ones are. So Exquisite Corpses, the foil is currently there. Actually, we're going to write about that other Exquisite Corpse for the Shaker show tomorrow. So that's a little spoiler, a little pre-spoiler.
Oh,
Gabe is getting a little preview of what he's going to talk about tomorrow. But it's in like a lot of these have also had like recent sales. So if they had a big spike, they kind of jump in trend. But if you go to the filters, they were like, I was wondering what that symbol meant.
Yeah, this little diamond.
Okay, no, this is the three books is kind
of real quick. So just so you know, we have I think 4 different types of filters. Just to go back, one is the diamond, which is rare find. One is
not filters, but icons, right?
Icons, yeah. One is the hot key and top variants. So if you ever see those, then you know, like, oh, it's a rare find. And all these are going to be updated shortly with this new update as well. So it's kind of fun. Okay.
Yeah, this is constantly like, if you come back to this, there will constantly be new things on this, and it's also ebbing and flowing with the market. So these books are going to move up and down the list as prices go up and down. And some things, if they fall below the threshold of being a top variant, they may disappear.
Like Gabe just commented, he knew when Gold Gambit was only $20. Now it's like slab 9.8 for $6.35. Crazy days.
Yeah, I mean that is so if you click on that one, I mean, might as well just look at it. But like that book is just plagued with terrible spine creases. It's really hard to find a good copy of that book, because like this isn't kind of the hard cardstock you have today. It was a little flimsier back then. So it was definitely a hard book to get in high grade. So I mean, now people, I don't know how you feel, but Gambit's probably my favorite X-Men. So I think a lot of people from our generation who grew up on the 90s cartoons also probably.
That's why X-Men 97 hit so hard for you, huh?
Oh, I loved it. I probably watched the episode where he died 30 times. Easily.
Yeah. That's crazy. So here, let's well, I mean, if you haven't watched it, come on now. So yeah, Matt was saying
I remember when Absolute Batman 1 was where did it go? Dang it. Absolute number 1 was $200 2 weeks ago.
By the way, real quick, speaking of Absolute Batman, here's that one cover. I forgot. I don't know if you know this, Matt. He stands at almost 7 feet tall, and he is 421 pounds. This Batman,
it's a big guy.
And it was funny in the kind of thing where he's talking to Absolute Wonder Woman. She's there in the comics. He's hanging and he kind of sneaks up on her, and he goes, she's like, wow, you're super quiet. There needs to be a new word to describe how quiet you are. He goes, and he goes, she's like, it's impressive for someone like so as big as you, but you make no sound. I thought it was really fun. I love it when Batman's like just badass.
I'm a little behind. I'm probably 6 issues into Absolute Batman. So
get on your Absolute, man. It's good. It's good.
I know. I'm enjoying it. It's good. It's fun. I like it.
But I just think it's so funny how it's like Superman. If you saw Clark Kent and he's this freaking brick house of a human being, you'd be like, hey, I think that might be Superman, right? If you see a guy who's 6'7" and it makes you stand out. You're not like this guy who could just blend in. You're like, oh, that's a giant. Oh, Batman's that size. So how that works.
My favorite Twisted Toy Fair is one, I probably mentioned this before. I don't know if you remember Twisted Toy Fair, where they would take like Mego figures and He-Man figures and other action figures and put little put them in different settings, and it was like a comic strip. But there was one of Skeletor coming home, and on the wall was his 2 greatest foes, and one was He-Man and one was Prince Adam, but it was just their head shot, like. And then I think it was the Spider-Man. It was like, they're the same person, right? And he just looks from one and he looks to the other. He's like, son of a bitch.
Oh, it's so good.
Anywho, I kind of think of it like that. They're like, it's right there in front of you, but they wouldn't be able to see it.
So go to the filters on the top variants, and what can you do here?
Go to the filter. This way you can sort by estimated value, and you could also filter out the eras. So, for example, anything that's variant, we're talking newsstands, 35-cent variants, 30-cent variants, even some books that had different alternatives. Like there was in the 50s, a bunch of Superman had different department store promotional comics, like those are technically all variants. So if you want to just see modern, or copper, if you want to do the most recent, just modern and copper, you can filter out those eras, and then you go search, and then it'll show you.
And real quick,
estimated value. Yeah.
Brooklyn saying, are we only examining new modern books or ghost books like Elseworlds, 80-page giant, or Spider-Man?
If they have whole values, so we do have a rare icon and a rare list, and that does have a lot of those in there. Now rare is really subjective. Like I actually had a discussion with another one of our users who was asking, and it might be here if Igor's here, but we were talking about some of the top shelf stuff, and Top Shelf is selling some of their books, and some of the stuff they're only like Patreon exclusive. So like, to get one, you have had to be a Patreon member for 6 months and spend X amount of dollars, and then you can get this rare book. And then some of them only like 8 people get, but they're 300 print runs. And so like, is it rare because only a few people have it, or is the print run, because it's still 300 copies, can you really call that rare, right? It's kind of like, how do you determine that rarity is something we got to like figure out, and how to do it so that it's automated. And maybe it's just simply going by who's the dude that did the Gerber scale of
the rare. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The Gerber, oh my God, what was it called? Someone else can help me.
I know, I forget what it's called, but it's like the
Gerber scale. There you go. It was very simple. The Gerber scale. I think that's right.
Are you looking at baby food again?
Yeah, I'm hungry. I need some baby food. The Gerber Scarcity Index. There you go.
That's more official.
So it's interesting. A lot of it needs to be adapted to modern times, because I think the rare level was like under 50 copies or under 100 existing copies, and there's so many books with that these days, and it's like
I'm sorry, Gabe's making me laugh over here.
I wish.
Yeah, Matt wishes he would easily give up his body for a metallic one.
Hands down. I was like, let's do it.
When and where?
And even if I didn't need to move like a robot, I would still move like a robot.
Yeah, if you see Matt in real life, that's all he does is the robot. It's not funny anymore. This is actually an intervention. No, Matt, no, we can't. No, no.
I was this close to buying the Sideshow RoboCop gun. It's just it's a prop that you can just have. Yeah. Anyhow,
I just wanted to add also that one thing I'm super curious about people in the chat, like, what would your definition of rare be? Because it is like a mixture of print run. It's a mixture of ghost books that never go for sale. Is it a sales thing? Is it a print, supply thing, like demand, supply? Like we are constantly tweaking and updating our lists. And I'd love to get like a really definitive approach to letting you guys filter these top lists, so that literally like over 700,000 comic books in our database that have sales data can be filtered through this, so that you guys can just search it and it's become this like crazy, index.
It'll definitely be, larger in the near future. So, but let's get into it. I want to actually go through.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah.
Go through the list. So,
Okay.
if you sort by era, you sort by modern, keep copper on, why not? Or bronze. It's fine. Who cares?
All right.
So what's fun is like this is really a snapshot of the most expensive comics right now. And I mean, you're talking about like, is this really like, or is this by trend? Did you put by estimated value?
Oh, I think I did. Yeah, estimated value.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was interesting. That is Psylocke really more expensive than the Delato Spider-Man now?
What? I mean, it's Psylocke, so maybe.
I mean, 45,000 raw. When was that sale? 2025. Okay. What was the last graded sale? 16K. Okay. And what's the Delato Spider-Man, which is known as the king of modern variants. That was for a 9.6. So what's the 9.8 go for?
9.8 is 28,000. So
okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just pulling from current trends then. So it's not technically apples to apples. That might be something we have to think about.
Well, it's this one's comparing the most recent sale, which is a 9.8 at
Yeah.
that. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I wonder. Oh, I guess it is like so. It's sorting by the most recent sales. Huh. That's interesting. I might have to think about how to populate that differently. But it is interesting. I didn't realize that the Psylocke cover was 15K. That's nuts.
So that's one of the good things about a site like this, like being able to access it. Like these things move so quickly. I didn't realize it was already 5K. That's nuts.
I mean, but here's the thing. So a near mint copy sold for almost $5,000, and the person didn't want to get it graded because they're like, yeah, 10 grand, I could do without that, you know?
I know. Yeah, this is raw.
Like, I mean, like how many raw sales are there in there? There's
real quick. Look, so then this is how the price guide works. Like you can look at the raw and go, okay, a near mint is going for about 5,000. Let's look over here. Oh, if I just get it graded and it turns out to be a little bit higher, it could probably be 8,000, or 3,000. I guess it's in line.
It's so funny. I know there's anti-graders out there for sure, but I'm like, that's if you have free money, a lot of free money. Sorry, go back. Let's go back.
All right, going back.
But Gabe said that he sold 3 of those Delatos during his torpedo days. It's one book I've never seen in person. Most of these I've seen in person, I would say.
Really? Have you seen this one?
Yeah, but Sean Legg had one. I think that's the one he found at his comic shop for $1.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I might be wrong on the price if that was the specific one, but yeah, that's a 17 grand and a 9.6, 17 grand.
Yeah, well, there was just a sale in 2025, 12,000.
But probably a 9.8 would probably get about 15, 16.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back.
Yeah, the oldest one we have. I mean, it's so rare. The oldest one we have on record is 2013 for 9.8.
We don't need to jump into everyone, but we can.
I know, but it's fun.
I know it is.
All right, go ahead.
So click on the third the
you just said.
I know. I just went against my exact same. So Wolverine right there, and this is a bad. I shouldn't even say this, but like, so the Air Bone Claw is extremely rare, right? There were copies that were printed without the foil that gave this quote bone white clause, and yes, it's $9,000 in a 9.8. There's the gold foil, there's the silver foil, there's just the standard cover. Someone said, and I've never been brave enough to try this, I do have a silver foil in my collection. I'm not, and I wouldn't sell it, but they said that if you take a hair dryer to it, that it melts off, it brings off the foil and exposes the bone, like the white underneath. I have no idea if this works, and don't try it. Don't manipulate the market. I'm just saying for awareness, if you buy one, something will be to look out for.
That's a I don't know if that's a hot tip or just a malicious statement. I don't know.
I don't know how. I've heard people mention that you can do that. And
there's always going to be. I remember people were ripping off the blank covers for like the.
Well, that was the absolute Batman issue where people were taking off before they were buying the blanks, because the Absolute Batman one was selling for such a premium. They were buying the blank covers, ripping the blank off, and then selling them as first prints. But there was a problem because the barcode on the back was still present, so you kind of had like this, book without a barcode. So it wasn't legit. But
Brian, our amazing guy who does all of the social posts and all of our content, is watching, and he's saying he's making us sign off.
I guess I can mute it. Yeah.
You probably could.
But no, I mean, this is one of my favorite covers. I do love this cover. This might just be my favorite Wolverine cover.
It is. It's classic. It's amazing. I always, what was it? The Immortal Hulk. People were ripping off the blank covers and trying to pass them off as like the regular cover.
And I think, that's when he gets his adamantium again. Yeah.
Yeah. Shenanigans, indeed.
Okay. Anywho. I mean, it's funny, like, you look at some of these top books, they're all printing error. There's a bunch of printing errors. So the Wolverine's a printing error. Those two Venoms are printing errors. Well, the black cover was legit, but there was that. I've never seen the black printing error one.
Which one's that? Is that that one?
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
By the way, Mr. Matthew is asking, talking about print runs, did anyone else notice Unknown Comics using the terminology on their new exclusives? Only 300 available, total run 1,000. I love the transparency. I mean, I know Ignition was putting print runs on the back of their book, like stamped on there. I think it's important. I think it's super helpful to know how in demand the collectible is, right?
Yeah.
But there's also shenanigans in that arena.
Ethan, reach out to info@covrprice.com and they'll check and then have them check your account. But there are things that have been affected by the update. So it's probably a good idea just to reach out and have them double check.
Yeah, if you notice anything, especially with your account, we'll get that fixed for you as soon as possible. Again, we did this huge update that impacted every single aspect of the site. So for the next week or so, there's going to be little bugs that we're fixing.
And Gabe says Eric Larson wrote that Wolverine 45 too. Nice. Yeah, this is a really hard find. I mean, this was the Black Era newsstand. So there's the Black Era and then the Black Era newsstand. It's funny because you can see the outline of the red foil where this book was printed in, I think, 4 layers. And in this era, black ink was printed over the foil.
Okay, so let's take a look at them all real quick. So we got black ink was over the foil?
Yeah, because so you can kind of see where it kind of just all bleeds together. Yeah, there's different. So basically, it had the white layer, and then they had the blue layer for the Venom's the outline of his skin. And then they had the black layer that would then go over basically all the lettering and behind the red foil. So if you look at the red foil, there's black that kind of make, there's kind of makes it stand out. And then also the rest of the parts of Venom and the Spider-Man. And then in this case, they printed the black over the red foil, I believe. I think that's how it goes. I could be wrong.
The gold foil looks hot like that.
Oh, the gold foil is pretty standard, but it's also still pretty expensive. Like the gold foil is you can go on eBay and you can find a gold foil right now. I've never seen that one before.
So Matt, can I take a blow dryer to my foil Venom?
No, this one's a lot harder. This one's impossible. Like that doesn't work that way because the foil's too intricate on it for sure.
I got a permanent.
I can
make it black.
I have not heard that trick on that one. but this the white one, I don't think we've ever seen a sale on the white one. No, I've never seen a sale on the aftermarket ever.
See, so that's why it's got that rare diamond.
I mean, so that one's rare because like I've been looking for this one, and there's another popular one. There's I can't remember, maybe it's Web of Spider-Man 100 where he gets the spider armor. There's one that looks just like this with the spider armor. So it's all like all the foil's gone and all the ink is gone. So anyway,
what do you think this would go for? I mean, is it? I mean, first of all, it's that classic. No one would know about it because there hasn't been any sale, so there's no hyper talk or interest in it.
I think came to market, it would probably get about $5,000 raw at least.
Okay.
At least for the first time. Then someone would grade it, probably go for 15, 20 in a 9.8 if it was a 9.8.
But what about this Australian price cover?
I mean, well, now we're getting into the weeds. We're not going off the list. We've fallen into a rabbit hole of exploration.
I know. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Okay.
Yeah, Australian price variants are very rare and they are quite valuable.
Well, it was interesting that the Australian one didn't have the webs in the background. It was just red with no webs. Yeah.
That Danger Girl ruby red foil is one of my favorites. I've never seen that one too, which a lot of people get thrown off that one because IDW did a reprint of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see like the IDW version, not the cliffhanger version, not the Image cliffhanger version, but the IDW one is pretty easy.
This one?
No, it's its own. The whole run was reprinted under IDW. So
gotcha. Well, this one went for 7,000 and 9.8 in 2022.
What was that? Platinum? The platinum?
The ruby red.
Oh, ruby red. Yeah.
J. Scott Campbell, you dog. You did it again.
I mean, you also go back to that list and look how many Campbell covers are on it too.
Oh, back into the main list, yeah.
I mean, like number 1 is a Campbell cover. There's another Campbell cover, and then there's the classic Wolverine Deadpool cover, and then there's like, I mean, it's just all over.
Jeez.
And then you have like, people probably don't know about that Brett Booth Spawn cover.
Which one? The Brett Booth? Oh yeah.
Yes, I am not telling you to manipulate the market by blow drying your foil off. Please don't do that. I'm just saying, be conscious of it if you do see a copy.
That's actually a good, the more you know, because then you won't buy one that has been manipulated. You know what to look for.
Right. You look for signs that the foil used to be there, because on those, there's no sign of any foil on the legit ones.
I remember this Moon Knight popping up and becoming more and more popular. David Finch.
Yeah, that was the MRRC variant. So that was the media or Marvel Roundtable. I forget. It was like, basically, it was Marvel had this roundtable of retailers, and if you paid for it annually, you got exclusive previews, and you would get some of these exclusive books. And then this was one of them. And yeah, this is definitely the rarest Moon Knight variant for sure.
Mario on our team would love that. He's a huge Moon Knight collector.
Everyone would love it. But the thing is, it's so similar. It's David Finch. Yeah, it's so similar to the regular variant version of that a lot of people may not know they have it, or they've overlooked it, or
So here's the regular cover, and here is the
$25 versus $2,000. Just because of the trade dress not being there.
Yeah, well, we could probably afford this one for Mario then. But yeah, trade dress and blue highlight on the sign, I guess.
And the variant box moves down to the bottom.
Oh yeah, and even Moon Knight is all colored differently. He's all white. That's crazy. I love it.
I didn't notice that. Go back. Oh yeah, it's a little darker. That could be just I don't know. Yeah, it is a little different.
No. I mean, that's all colored in, and like his eyes are the only thing that stand out in this one. That's totally.
I didn't realize there was a color difference. That's fun.
Ooh, now I want it.
Yeah, $2,000.
$2,000. No, I don't want it that much.
Let's see. But like, if you go back to that Spawn, that had a fun story. Was not the Queen of, I forget her name.
Jeez, this one?
Nope, far left. Second row.
Sorry, there we go. Yeah, gotcha.
So that one was so it's funny. We had a copy of this one. We got it as a comp from Image, and 3 months later, we got a call from Image that said, "Hey, do you still have this?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're just sitting right here. It's like in our box." He's like, "Good, destroy it." And I was like, "Oh." So McFarlane didn't approve. These were designed only for his employees, and when there were comp copies that went out, he called Image and said, "You need to track every single one down and have them destroy them or send them back to you." And so with proof, and yeah, I have I cut it right down the middle.
Sell the pieces. Hey, why don't we give away the pieces?
Yeah. I do have the pieces, but I don't have the book. Is definitely
Wow.
very nicely cut in half.
53.
So that was, but there was two versions. So the ones that came in comps were all unsigned. So the only ones that are unsigned ones that made it to the market are the people who graded them right away. So the people that either sold them right away or got them graded right away were the ones that were able to escape the destruction. But for the most part, the bulk of them were all signed for their employees. Like you see to Al, Tom McFarlane. So every single one was tailored, or what's not the word? What's customized?
Bespoke, customized. Yeah.
For every single employee. And Todd does that a lot. I mean, I thought that was pretty cool that he actually protected them and protected the print run for those employees. I thought that was pretty cool. So, I mean, it hurts. It hurt to do it, and it hurts to see the value of this stuff.
They requested that it was literally cut in half. So there was no like little damaging to do.
I mean, I could have ripped off the cover. I didn't know. I mean, there was probably a bunch of different ways I could have done it, but they asked me to destroy it, cut it in half. So we did.
And we follow the rules at CovrPrice. we're smart.
I mean, believe me, I wish we didn't have.
Well, I mean, the relationships that we have with all of the retailers and publishers is vital to the success of the business. So we're not trying to piss anybody off.
But I mean, there are destroyed copies out there. I know that there are destroyed copies, but which kind of allows. I kind of like that. So like moving down 10 years later, I think that book is a fun story, and I love books with a fun story. Like, I mean, then you have that Campbell Wolverine. That was Marvel playing shenanigans with DC. That was one they said to get this cover. There was two. I think I forget which one was which, but they had them rip off cover like DC covers and then mail them in to get a variant. And I think DC did not like that. So they never did it. They did it twice, and then they never did it.
It seems like that would help DC though, because then it's like buy that cover and rip it off, unless they're just.
Well, it was excess stock at their store. Like, so if you had excess copies if you still had copies, you were supposed to rip them off.
The retailers were.
Yeah, well, they didn't want you sending the whole book back because it would be too expensive. They just wanted you to send the covers back to prove that
No.
So shenanigans, more
the insult there. Yeah, great cover.
It made these extremely, extremely rare. So
17,000 back in 2022 for a 9.8.
Yeah, I mean, Campbell's got a lot of valuable, high profile variants.
Jeez.
Marvel made Blackest Night. That's it. Blackest Night's the spin-off books.
What about this one? Classic, the Eminem Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, we could just go like, you don't even have the, well, don't jump into it yet, but like if you go through, if you go back a little bit, that you have like
let me redo the filters here to make sure I got them all.
Does it redo it every time?
Yeah, that's something we're fixing.
Just open. Can you just open Control?
Click? I got it. It's okay. I got it.
Okay. So like you have the Jason Poland Spider. Don't click into it. We'll just get like the Jason Poland Spider-Man. I mean, that was a Uniqlo partnership. So if you ordered $50 worth of Jason Poland Marvel merch at Uniqlo during this time, what year was this? 2018, I think.
2019.
2019. Then they would send you one of these books with your order. I mean, Jason Poland wasn't a huge name back then. At least he was for New Yorkers specifically, but not outside of New York too much. He was a quick draw artist that would literally draw every person that he saw on the New York subway or around New York and stuff. But he died of cancer a year after he drew that book. So he only did 2 covers. Then he had the Transformers Unicron. That was like for a longest time. That was a convention exclusive, the Transformer convention exclusive. Transformers used to have its own convention. that these fans used to run, and then Hasbro kind of jumped in and made it more official. It was like BotCon, but back then it was OTFCC, which was like Official Transformer Collector Club, I think, something like that. But yeah, I mean, this was, you had to be part of this. You had to go to this convention to get this book. Only 100 copies were out there. This is like the creme de la creme of Transformer variants.
That's crazy. I'm just noticing also that these horns look very similar to Spawn, the Violators of the Demons. Wait a minute. Maybe this is in the Spawn universe and it's going to connect.
Maybe
not. Maybe not. Okay.
But then you have Spawn books. Then you have like the the Burbank Batman statue, and then
yeah,
like
weren't you supposed to get one of these, Matt?
No, not that, the Wonder Woman one. Yeah. But I mean,
So visit Burbank. So Burbank's a city in California, near LA, where like the studio is, and they actually put up Batman, Wonder Woman, and I think Superman statues.
They did Batman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern currently. I don't think they've done Superman yet. No, they have not done a Superman. So Batman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern. So Superman's probably coming sooner rather than later. But they're scattered around Burbank. So Wonder Woman is on the Warner Brothers lot. Batman's in between, I think, the Burbank Shopping Center. He's like right next to an AMC.
I would have put him on a building, hanging onto a grappling hook, looking downward. That would have been an awesome,
pretty cool statue. So the Batman statue was designed by Jim Lee. It looks just like this, which is why this, and not like it's bronze, so it doesn't look like hand drawn.
Well, here you go. Here you go. I just looked it up real quick. There it is.
There's the AMC right to the left there. Oh no, that was the Yard House. That's right. He guards the Yard House.
He's like, hey, don't steal that cup.
I mean, it's a cool statue. So Jim Lee designed this statue, did the design for the statue. Jamal Campbell did the Green Lantern, and Jenny Frison did Wonder Woman. And so the only way to get these books, there was two ways you could do it. One, you had to be press. So when they did the statue reveal, they would have a press day, and they would hand each member of the press a free copy of this comic. And then also then the city of Burbank raffles them off. They still raffle them off. Every 6 months, they'll have a giveaway, and they'll give away some of these every now and then.
Really? I love it when like bureaucratic people who know nothing about comics are like, oh, we have some stuff. Why don't we give more of these away? And everyone just is like, give.
I'm sure they have like a little box sitting there. It just drives me nuts to think that there's probably a little box of these somewhere. But if you scroll down a little further, the Jamal Campbell Green Lantern one is right there in the middle. Yeah. And then we've only seen one sale hit the market for that.
2,500. Wow.
So like if you hit the if you don't mind, hit the eBay button and see if there's any new ones listed. No, I have not seen another one since this one. The Green Lantern one has proved so far to be the hardest to find. The Batman is definitely the most common. This Green Lantern, this is the only sale we've seen. The Wonder Woman one was interesting because the day they had the press there, it was raining. So most of the books got destroyed. So.
Oh, that's cool. I like that they put green on him.
Oh yeah, that is pretty nice.
Let's see, what is he guarding? Is that a comic shop? No, it's a taco shop. Come on, Burbank. That's a great statue. Actually, I like that one better than the Batman one.
Yeah. I mean, they're fun. You can go through Burbank and take your photos with these guys, but you see how the design is the same that they have on the books. I do really love these.
Sorry, like what Gabe said. Imagine walking out of the Yard House drunk and running into Batman.
Like, hey, buddy.
You get like, hey, someone stands behind him. Don't drive. I don't know. Right, now I gotta try to.
The Wonder Woman's not on here, but the Wonder Woman one, she's on the second page, but that one sells for $1,000 raw, and I think like $2,000 in a 9.8.
Right. Yeah, let me put
And
that up there.
it's Jenny. So it's probably the hardest to find Frizzen cover.
Dang, that's a cool one too. And see, they put the gold on it.
Yeah, and that's right outside the where the WB lot tour starts. But if you haven't been on the WB lot tour, if you ever come to Los Angeles, it's awesome because they have all the Batmobiles in there. They have all the different Batman costumes and Superman costumes and the Wonder Woman costumes, and it's all part of the tour. And then they usually give you a comic at the end of it, but it changes. So like for a long time they had a Batman lot tour book, then they had a Wonder Woman lot tour book, then they had even those kind of flip-flop around.
Gotta say, yeah, it is pretty cool for Burbank. I mean, like that, I love it when a city gets behind something like this. Like,
so we got to tell DC when they do the Superman statue reveal, we have to go.
Yeah. I mean, it would be cool as a contest. I mean, it's only for people in Burbank, but to do like a CovrPrice contest where you have to go and like take a picture of it and then submit it.
Oh, there's members of the press who we've gotten to know over the past couple of years who now reach out. They're like, I got 2. What is it worth? Like, what do I do with them? I'm like, oh, we'll get it graded.
Give them to us.
Oh, there was one day I tried so hard to track down a copy of the Batman one, but
you had a couple. We had one person that we won't name. Promise you one. Which one is the Wonder Woman or
Wonder Woman? Yeah. But anywho, then you have like, I mean, Invincible. Look at all the Invincible books. I don't think you can see it right here, but if you scroll down, there's a bunch of Invincible books popping. Oh, maybe not on this page.
Zombie Tramp. How much is she? 1,400.
But that's the first appearance of Zombie Tramp, and that was a convention exclusive that Mendoza brought to San Diego that year. I think he did 606. Oh, that was the third print under his SR distro line. But the first print is impossible to find. So if you go to the first one,
this one right here, the 80, limited to 80, 2029 at San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking of. Yeah. That, I mean, those are crazy.
Oh man, that's got all the banners. Look at that, all the icons.
Well, I mean, we've never seen a sale for it. We've never seen a sale. It's crazy. Like some of these are just impossible to find.
Charging $5 in 2009. Come on.
I mean, this is the benefit of like when you go to conventions and you support kind of like the smaller artists that are there, and you buy some of their personal books that they're doing, or you jump into a Kickstarter. I'm like, this is why it's fun to do that. Not only are you supporting like creators, but it's kind of like you just never know. And for like $5, I would have bought that all day long, right? It's fun.
I mean, I did that with Lady Mechanica. I tried to get in on that. Just thought it was cool. But yeah, no, Zombie Tramp always is around. It's funny. It's like
you got that Spawn is a German reprint of it's actually 3 issues in one.
The thermal one?
Yeah, I love the thermal one. It glows in the dark. The whole book glows in the dark. It's awesome.
How do you say that in German?
I wonder if you can even find a picture of it. If you find a Spawn 5 thermo, it looks awesome.
Let me look real quick. Spawn 5.
Yeah. Because it's not glow in the dark. It's heat activated.
Oh, so wait, here's the
yeah. So if you put your like your hand on it, it'll like
will it tell you if you're in love?
Yeah, probably. You love Spawn.
Yeah, it's just whatever.
What is slab? And by the way, is it EGS or it's EGS.
EGS slab.
I was like, what is that slab?
Yeah. What's the back out on it? It's cool. Oh, it is in German.
Well, it reprints. So it reprinted what Spawn 7, 8, and 9, I think. A lot of these reprints, all the foreign editions usually are 3 books in one. All the Panini stuff. But you look at all like there's Lucille, the Lucille Bat one was you have that Wolverine gray one there. That was handed out by CB Selesky to fans randomly like at a whatever convention that was, he would just pinpoint super fans. There's only 25 copies of this book. He would just find people at the C2E2 dressed as Wolverine or doing something, carrying something Wolverine related, and would hand pick people this rare book. He did this for 3 different conventions. So there's a Silver Surfer Black that has that's like a Carnage taking over the symbiote, like the Silver Surfer. There's a 1 limited to 25 for that one, and then there's a third one. I'm blanking on which one it is.
So if someone at a convention gives you a comic, you take it.
I mean, but you got lots of Invincible books. You got Adam Hughes.
I've always liked this Snake Eyes homage to Purple Rain.
Yeah, I mean that's another homage that is done frequently now. It used to not ever be done back then. This was pretty much the only one, and this is also part of. Was this part of their homage cover set? There was like they did a music a rock tour music cover set, and then that included, actually if I find it we could even show that.
Here's the cool thing with this new database that we just launched. We're going to actually build out little arcs like that where you can say, let's look at all the themed WWE homages or the whatever homage. So we'll soon be able to get you guys lists to
have track the whole connecting. We have those all together, but anyways, it'll take too long to find it.
It'd take too long.
I mean, there's so much fun. I wish I had that sports almanac. I do have that DuckTales thing.
Wait. Shadowhawk #1? I have Shadowhawk without foil.
Without foil, yeah.
Blow dryer, hair dryer.
Defects are extremely popular. This is another one that I've sold for. We've seen 1 copy. What was that last year? Man, missed that one.
Yeah, this is the one we have.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
I mean, because you think about it, printing defects are random. Sometimes they're abundant, right? There's certain books where, like the Blue Lizard Spider-Man book. Spider-Man #1 has a blue version of Lizard, and there's also Blue Galactus from Secret Wars. A lot of those printing errors are abundant. You can find them. I also have the Dazzler #1 where it's all black and white inside. A lot of those are abundant, but then some printing errors are just literally at the end of life of the foil being printed, and a couple spit out and then mix into the, quality control misses them, and they kind of just get mixed into the lot. And so that's when, like, there's Spawn #1 that's printed without the black ink. That's probably one of my personal grails that I've been wanting forever.
Spawn #1 without the black ink.
Yeah, go bring it up if you don't mind.
Just Spawn #1.
Spawn #1.
I don't know. Let me see it.
So if you see crazy, like if you see things missing, I mean, it rarely happens today because I think quality control is better. But
this one?
Oh, I don't even have it as a top variant. Well, let's correct that right now.
Where is it? Am I passing it? There's all these #1s here. Right, that's.
I'll send it to you. One sec.
No, it should be right here.
Well, I can't see what you're looking at.
Look at your screen.
There's nothing on the screen.
No, that's crazy. I have, so I mean, it's also kind of like
you're not showing anything.
Oh, sorry, Matt. Which one? Here's the direct.
So click on right there.
This one?
Nope, one down.
Oh, error cover. There you go. Oh yeah, okay. I got
it. Click into it. I mean, it's super. So this was printed without all the black ink, and we haven't seen a sale for this one in quite a while. There you go. There's the icons. I don't know why I didn't show it.
Yeah, 6,700 back in 2020 for a 9.8. Oh yeah, that's cool. Well, see, here's the thing. Like, I have a printing error on my Invincible #1, which I got in the store, and I remember going home and going, "Oh, wait a minute! The cover, the ink got all smeared."
Do you have it?
I don't have it like right here, but I have it.
You should show it next time. I haven't seen it in a while, but that's.
Well, I mean, it just makes me sad because I don't. Is it worth anything? But it's a printing error, but it kind of destroys the cover.
So it's kind of one of those things where miscuts and smudges are not favorable errors, right?
Yeah.
People love when it's missing an element. In these cases, a lot of these, when it's missing the foil, when it's missing ink, those become highly collectible. Because
What a bad luck. I mean, the one comic in my collection that's worth like $5,000 graded is not anything.
But then there's books like this, so this gets into a little bit of a gray area. So there are various shades of this book where you can see the price box, you can see the numbers in it, but they're a little more faded. You want the ones that you see nothing. But there's also Edge of Spider-Verse #2, right? Spider-Gwen. That has an error cover, but it's not. If you look how black that cover is, it's that you can have 10 copies of that book and put them next to each other, and they're all you'll see that a lot of them are different shades of black. And so a lot of people will, I've seen this way too often, people will be like, oh, this is the ultra black one, and you're like, nope. It's like it's darker, but it's not like the true, like the black one. And the way you could tell is like if you go to the normal cover, yeah, so like that book is usually has that maroon background.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the test: is like if you go back for a second and you look at her, if you look at, oh, not, there you go. If you look at her dress and in her webs on her costume, they should be maroon. What happens is on the darker ones, that still stays kind of maroon. If you go to the air, which is one down, yeah, right there.
Dark version, yeah, there you go.
You can if you look at, you can still see, yeah, there you go. You can see it maroon, but it doesn't blend into the background anymore. It's just, actually, no, the number one sign is the building. As long as you don't see a defining line on the right side of that building, then you know you have like the true error one.
Oh, so this right here, the little shaded part of the building.
Just fades in. But on a lot of copies, you can see the outline. You can see it not blend together. And a lot of people sell these, calling them the dark variants, and they're definitely not. Again,
I hear if you take a hair dryer to it, it'll
yeah. But see, so one thing to note on a lot of these error ones, like especially this one, CGC does not doesn't recognize that this is an error. So if you got this one graded, it would just get a regular label and be called the regular edition.
So we're only tracking it because people are selling it as the dark version.
Yeah, you'll get a green label for printing errors. So most Spawn #1 errors that you come across are going to be in a green label if they're graded, and it'll say like printed without black, black ink. But this doesn't get a designation because it's just a level of different amounts of ink that was used during the printing process. So these books were clearly the first ones off the line that got this like immense amount of black ink, and then it fades out towards the end. And so there's copies that get lighter and lighter and lighter, and then they start over start the process over.
It's crazy. There's so many variables to it. So yeah, I mean, let's wrap it up because we're at the hour and stuff. But we can
talk about this stuff all day long. But we were trying to. This is a little. We did cover some of the most valuable variants. We did go through about 3 lines here, but pretty much this is 8 pages of books, and you can see there's a lot to explore amongst all these things. So there's it. I mean, you could go down to page 7 and page 6. Go to page 6. Let's see what's on page 6, just for shits and giggles.
Oh, that Max cover.
And you also have that really rare action figure version of Berserker. You have the Art Germ Absolute Wonder Woman foil. Ghost Pepper, the Ito cover, that's hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of Mark Spears stuff. Tons of Sonic. More J. Scott Campbell. See the trends.
What is this?
So that was during San Diego Comic-Con 2025, this past one. What is it? Not even a retailer. It was like a fan who knew Archie, worked with them to create some variants based off of some of these fun homages, and they did a bunch of treatments to it. And yeah, you could only find them at Andrew Pepoy's. Is that how you say Pepoy? You could only find these at his booth. And he was selling them when I went to go look for them. I was like, "Do you have any more?" He was like, "No, someone bought them all." He was selling them for $20 a pop, and someone just came through and just like got them all.
Yeah. That's right. You got to know what your stuff's worth. Yeah, this one's going for like 200, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. Some Zatanna, there's your America Chavez one. Matt almost bought the original art for this.
I was this close to buying the original art.
Do you think it would have been a good idea at this point? I mean, she wasn't huge in the movie. Well, she was, but she wasn't like beloved character.
It's Art Adams. It's Art Adams, an original cover of Art Adams. That holds the value just there alone. Oh, there's another Ito cover for Ghost Pepper that's pretty popular right now.
The spot color one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump in there. But then we should get going.
Yeah, we should go. I should go to dinner.
That's cool.
Anywho, I love variants. This is a fun thing to explore. You'll get lost in it.
What we just did is basically how you should use the website, is like go in with just to explore, just to see, use the filters, find out what's trending. Each cover has a story. And like, if you have someone like Matt with you, apparently every single one of these has a story.
Actually, if you find me, I will walk with you and we'll dig together. How about that?
Yeah.
But I mean, this is what I like. The more you look at, the more you explore, you're not going to find. You'll be lucky to find one of these in a dollar bin or a back issue bin or for an amazing price. But like, you never know what you're going to run into, and you want to be at least aware of it. Like, I don't know. Today I went into my comic shop. I don't even know where I put it, but I went there for just to buy some. I went there to pick up my Mega Man cover, which I bought right here. Right, went to go pick up my Mega Man cover, and then they had the uncorrected proof of Batman Damn there, the advanced copy. Right?
Yeah.
$20.
I remember when we launched CovrPrice, that book was insane.
I mean, like, but the uncorrected proof is $200, and so I'm like, I'll take that. I want that. But yeah, I mean, how important was this book at the time? The Bat Dong,
the Batwang,
the Batwang. I mean, this is part of comic culture now,
Yeah.
So,
man, that was on our top 10 for like weeks and weeks and weeks.
Oh no, 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, it was on our top 10 for 6 months. It was very immensely popular.
And did they eventually recall that, or it was the black label?
Well, that was it. So they made this. Well, they didn't properly recall it. This actually has a different cover too. It's this is a little bit different. There you see there's a little more detail on it, but they changed the art for the main cover, and then they stopped making it, so you'll never see Batman's Wang in any reprinted version of that book moving forward. So if you want to see Batwang, you either have to find it on the internet, or you're gonna.
At one point, this comic was going for $1,000. So that's the regular cover.
Yeah, but that went nuts. That was probably the first to market CGC 10. Like, look how much a CGC 10 is.
Look at this, $10,000 for
this is 2019 when things got 2020 when things got crazy, when people were
crazy.
Silly thing.
Yeah, literally 2019 is that sale for $10,000. Look at it, jumped from from $1,000 to $10,000.
I am not expecting to make $10,000 off this book. I am a realist. I'm not selling it. I'm keeping it. Like, this is a book that I feel like is kind of too culturally important.
Ask for $9. Ask for $9, Matt.
It's not moving. It's staying here.
I think you've missed the boat on that one.
Because I had a copy. I bought my shop's and I sold it, I don't know, in 2019 immediately, and it was, or 2018 when it came out. This is before we were doing the site. And I was like, oh, this is this. Who cares about a Wang? And then regretted it.
Everyone does.
Now
Everyone
it's
does.
come home.
All right.
But
Well,
anyhow,
Matt, thanks for running through this. This is awesome. We'll do some more fun stuff next week, of course. Everybody, if you're not a CovrPrice member and you want to take a look at all this stuff, sign up for free. Sign up for free. CovrPrice.com.
Yep.
It's easy to say, easy to do. And we, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on with the website. This week, please be patient as we fix any bugs from the big upgrade that we just did, and more fun stuff definitely coming. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all the awesome comments. You made us laugh a few times, Gabe. you guy. That was awesome. Thank you so much for.
Oh, wait, let me show one more thing.
No, Matt.
Just derail your wind down again.
Yeah, Matt loves to. We've been talking about it off. I'm like, every time
you're ruining your own wind down right now.
You're doing it.
All right, see you, folks.
That's it. I'm zooming in on you. There you go.
Don't do that.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Keep those comics covered.
Don't like this.